Hello everybody, my name is Jemmy, and today I will be giving you a brief overview on collections in Python. This is Ep.02, and today we're going to be looking at dictionaries and sets. So let's get started. I am doing this in Jupyter Notebook, but if you prefer it in Google Colab, you can. The way to open Jupyter Notebook is to type in command prompt Jupyter Notebook, and it should open in your browser. And after that, you just need to click on New, Python 3 IPY kernel, and then it'll bring you to an empty notebook. However, mine's I already did it, but the link to download this notebook is in the description. If you want to go download for yourself, then you can click on that link. Okay, now let's continue. So in here, what we want to do first is we want to look at a dictionary, and we're going to look how to create a dictionary. So a dictionary is created by having, let me delete this really quickly. So a dictionary is created by having two curly brackets next to each other like this, and then this will create dictionary. But however, a dictionary isn't normal like lists and like tuples. Instead, it's kind of different. A dictionary, well, in real life, a dictionary is used to have like it has a word and it has a definition of a word. So that's what it kind of looks like in Python too. So if we were to press enter in the middle of these two curly brackets, it should give us some sort of like this format. And then after that, what we want to do is we want to type in the word first. So pretend we make up a word. Pretend. So like, let's make up a word called. I'm not even gonna make up a word. I'm just gonna use a word I already made up. Python go, or Python. I'll just say Python. And then once you did that, then what you do is you go outside of the quotation marks, and then you put a colon there. And then once you did that, you put an integer or a list or anything really. But I'm gonna put another string, and I'm going to write the definition of Python, and I'll say a Python Pokemon series, right? So now we have a list called start. Not a list. A dictionary called start, and inside the dictionary there is a word called Python, and inside of Python, or what the Python means, the definition of Python is Python Pokemon series. So if we were to print start and then brackets and then type out Python, like so, it'll print a Python Pokemon series. So this is how to create a list. But today I'm not going to be doing a Python Pokemon series. It's actually today's series, but I'm going to be using some Pokemons instead, since it's more, fun to do it with. So print start, and then let's type in Squirtle, like this, and we can see that it prints out Squirtle's integer right here, which is 15. This is the combat power, so yeah, don't get confused, but the integer is the combat power of the Pokemon. And I forgot to mention, but if you have multiple items inside of a dictionary, then what you want to do is between each one you have a comma at the end to separate them. So yeah, this is basically how to create a list. And let's look at how to update, no, not a list, a dictionary, I'm sorry. And now let's look at how to update a dictionary. So basically I have a dictionary here called start, and inside start it is basically like last time. It has Pikachu, Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle, the starting Pokemon for Pokemon Go. And in each Pokemon, there is the combat power. So this is what the dictionary called start kind of looks like. And now we have another one called Update Poke, and it says it's equal to Bulbasaur 15's combat power. We can see the combat power here. Pikachu has 20, Charmander has 15, Bulbasaur has 10, and Squirtle has 15. So right now Bulbasaur is looking kind of weak, and all the rest are kind of strong. So he's kind of neglected. But what we want to do is he went to the gym and he went to train, and now he's really well. He's gotten stronger. So now we're gonna set him to have 15 combat power instead of 10. So let's do it. What we want to do is we want to use the command start, which is the name of this first dictionary, dot update. Don't get confused, okay? Dot update is a command, not the name of this dictionary. Start dot update, and inside parentheses we pass in a parameter called update pokey, which is our second dictionary. And once we did that, this is what our list should look like. So now we can see that Bulbasaur is no longer 10 but 15. And if we were to print our list beforehand, then this is the difference. Let me print it. Okay. Okay, so now we can see that Bulbasaur, instead of being 10, it is now 15. So that is how to update a list. And make sure that you have the name the same thing, or else it won't work. So yeah, that is how to update a list. Let's move on to not a list. I'm starting to say list. Dictionary. Dictionary. Okay, don't forget all the list I said. It's dictionary. Okay. Now let's look at how to merge a dictionary. So we have our first dictionary here, which is start again, with all the Pokemons, and Bulbasaur has 15 combat power. And we have another dictionary called Water. This is like some water type Pokemons like Vaporeon, which is an evolution of Eevee, Suicune, or Suicune. I don't know, but it's a part of the Beast trios in Generation 6. And then there's Magikarp, of course, the classic. And so Vaporeon has 30 combat power, Suicune has 50, and Magikarp has 5. Um, and yeah, what we want to do is we want to put them together, so it's going to be one big list. So what we want to do is we want to use the command just like last time, start, which is our first dictionary's name, dot update water. And now basically these two dictionaries will combine together into one big one, which is the start one. So it will just push it together, and let's see what it does. So as you can see, it's a really, 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 really long dictionary, and there is like over here there's where it connects. After Squirtle, there is Vaporeon and the rest. So yeah, that's how to merge a list. A dictionary. Oh my gosh, a dictionary. And now let's look at how to delete dictionary elements. So like a part of the dictionary, but not the whole thing. So let's look at how to do it. So let's see. First of all, we have our dictionary over here, the start dictionary with all the starter Pokemon, and we will print it first without doing anything. So right now it is unchanged, untouched. So it's completely the same. But let's use our first command, which is delete start Charmander. So this will basically delete Charmander from the start dictionary. So let's do it. Now you can see the difference. Charmander is gone from our second list, but it's still there in the first list because it didn't delete it yet. But after that, after deleted, it's no longer there. Now let's do a different thing. Let's do start.clear, which will clear our whole entire dictionary. Okay, now you can see that the whole dictionary is gone. Nothing is left of it. But now let's move on to our last one, which is delete start. And I'm pretty sure you guys know what that does. It just deletes the entire dictionary out of existence. So let's see. As you can see, it comes with an error. So this is before, right? Before, and we have our dictionary just like normal. But then after is an error because it says name start is not defined. The reason it's not defined is because it's gone. It's no longer there. It's been deleted. But yeah, that is basically some deleting elements of dictionaries. And yeah, pretty good and handy to use. Let's move on to finding dictionary length. So now we're going to look at how long a dictionary is by not counting them, of course, but by using a command. It's pretty simple. I'll show you. But let's look at our new dictionary. Our new dictionary is called Fire, with some fire type Pokemon like Torchic, Flareon, Volcanion. Volcanion is a good Pokemon. It's really, really weird. It's a dual type Pokemon that has water and fire, so it's kind of like opposites of each other, but it's a good Pokemon. I like it. I don't think is it in Pokemon Go? Is Volcanion in Pokemon Go? I never caught it, so in Pokemon Go. Yes, it is in Pokemon Go. Wow, that is a lot of CP. 3,882. Wow. Okay, well, yeah, Vaporeon's a good Pokemon. Just simply, yeah, and that's how he looks, Volcanion. And yeah, so Volcanion has a combat power of 60. I know that is really, really, really low, but I am right now judging my Pokemons from 1 to 100 combat power. And I know it might not be accurate. It's probably somewhere around 90 if it's on my scale, but this is not about Pokemon stats right now. This is about coding. So we're going to leave the minor details out, okay? and we're gonna focus on the bigger detail, okay? But yeah, let's move on. So once we did this, we're going to be well, of course, we're going to be finding the length of the dictionary. So we can see right here it's 3, right? Because we can count it. But however, if you continue your dictionary, like you add more and more stuff over like the project or the program, then you have a really big dictionary at one point, and then you won't be able to count it anymore. So then you would need this command, which is really, really simple. Print len, which stands for length, and then the dictionary name, fire, and it should just print out how long it is. So we can see that it's 3, and if we were to like copy paste this one more time, like so, it should become 6. Oh, okay. Oh, I forgot the comma. Okay, there we go. It's still 3, and the reason this is it's still 3 because we gotta change the name of the, not the name but the wording. So I can just delete some of it. I'm gonna let me make up my own name. Tor kick. Okay, tor kick, and there's flare on. Get it? It's like fire, flare on. I don't know. And then Volcanian. Let's call this uh, uh, ocean. I don't know. What is like an ocean disaster? Tsunamian. That doesn't make sense. Just say Wavian. Okay, screw it. We have Torkick, Flareon, and Wavian as our 3 new Pokemons, and let's do it again. As you can see, it's 6. So yeah, this is how to find the length of a dictionary. It's just by doing print len and then the dictionary name. Okay, let's move on. Let me delete this. Okay, so let's move on, and we're going to look at how to check existing elements, or basically we're going to see whether or not the things we're trying to look for exists inside of the dictionary. This is also used with input, or has a user interface kind of. But basically we're going to be using a dictionary, which is the Fire Dictionary, and we have Torchic, Flareon, and Volcanian. So we have also an input, which is called keyword. Keyword equals to input. What fire type Pokemon are you looking for? So this will basically ask them, and then they can type their reply in, and after that it will basically trigger a function called search, and then inside the function there is a parameter called Pokename, and we'll just pass in keyword as the parameter. But now let's take a look at the function. So the function itself has the name search and a parameter called Pokename, and it says if Pokename in fire, which means if the keyword they were searching for is inside of our fire dictionary, then print Pokename, which is the keyword, is in the database. But if it's not, then else print Pokename is not in the database. So let's take a look at the real thing. So what are you looking for? Pretend I want to see a fire Pokemon like Moltres, which is a firebird, like so. Oh no, search is not defined. Okay, let's see what it got wrong. Search and search. Let's see. Okay, Moltres. I don't know why I'm repeating it. Search is not defined. Name search, but it's the same thing, right? Or do I have? How did I get it wrong? Name search is not defined. Am I doing something wrong? I didn't edit it. 1 second. Okay, guys, I just figured out what got wrong. I am very, very stupid, but it's not defined because the keyword went first before the actual function is defined. So this means that there is currently no function called search while they want to call it up. So let's control X this, and we're gonna put it beneath our function. So it's going to define our function before. So like this, and there we go. It should work, hopefully. Moltres. Okay, Moltres. Okay. And now click enter, and there you go. Moltres is not in the database. The reason the error appeared, if you didn't get it, was because I put this keyword that triggers the not the dictionary, triggers the function before the actual function even existed, which meant that there was actually no function called search until at the end of the code. And of course, it will have an error because there was no function called search at the time they called it. So we have to put it after search was defined. But yeah, that is how to fix the problem. And now let's look at some Pokemons that are inside the dataset. So like Volcanion, like this. And there we go, Volcanion is in the database. So we can use this as a user interface, and you can develop it to be even more complex and more applicable, I can say, and make it better overall. But yeah, this is our data set of fire, and this is how to check existing elements. And now let's look at turning a dictionary into a list. So let's look at this. Now some of you might be saying like, that's so simple. What do you mean it's so hard? Why do you need all this for loop for? And you're probably thinking like, we could just do it like this. List fire equals to list, and then our name fire, like so. Now it converted the whole entire list into, the whole entire dictionary into a list. Print L fire, L fire, like this, right? And oh, I forgot. Why did it put parentheses? There. Oh, my gosh. Why am I putting quotation marks? Okay, there we go. And you're probably thinking like, hey, that's it. Now we turned our whole entire dictionary into a list. But I thought that too in the beginning. But then, however, I realized that it was not that simple. We can see that in this dictionary right here, we lost all our definitions, meaning that we don't have any definitions for these Pokemons at all. But what I want is I want to keep the definition as well as the item. So I have to use a for loop, and I'll show you how to do that right now. So we're gonna declare an empty list called L fire, or standing for list fire, and after that we're going to make a for loop. For I in fire, a equals to I comma fire, and then the I in parentheses, not parentheses, brackets. This will basically grab grab the item and the item definition into the variable a, and then it will append a to the variable L fire, which is our list. So it will add a into our list right here, and then after that it will just add and add and add until it's completely done. And once it does that, we can just simply type it out, and now it is a full list. As you can see, a full list. Torchic, and by the way, this right here, we can call it up too. So pretend we only want this one, right? So we only want Torchic, so we want, and Torchic index is 0, so if we were to do this, and it will only print out Torchic. So yeah, that is how to convert a dictionary into a list. I was about to say how to convert a list into a dictionary, but I'm getting too confused. Anyways, let's move on. Why am I laughing so weird? Okay, I'm gonna cut that part out. Yeah.
I am very sad inside.
Okay, let's move on. So now let's look at the popping dictionary. It's not like a popcorn dictionary, but it's how to pop a dictionary. So, in here we're going to be basically deleting some elements like we did before, but it's kind of different because instead of deleting any element we want from the dictionary, we will delete the only the last item of the dictionary using the command .pop. And let's look at how to do it. So we have a dictionary called grass, and inside of grass there's some grass type Pokemons such as or plant type. I mean, both of them, grass or plant. Grass. Who calls it plant type? I mean, is there plant type even? Plant type Pokemon? I mean, some people call it plant type, but it's called grass type. Yeah, it's called grass type. But, some people call it plant, some people call it grass. But yeah, it's some grass type Pokemon, such as Bellsprout, Executor, which is a great tank in Pokemon, and Chespin, which is a little green. How do I even describe it? It's like a forest animal with a green and 3 little hair spikes. Here, I'll show you a picture. Chespin. Let's look at him. Yeah, 3 little spikes on his head. He's a squirrel, I can say, with a tail that's like that. But yeah, he's a plant type, and yeah, that is our grass type dictionary. And let's look at how to pop a grass type dictionary. well, not a grass type dictionary, any dictionary. So um let's first print out our dictionary before it was popped, and then let's pop our dictionary using the command dictionary name or grass dot pop item, and then inside we have a parentheses after that, and then we put print after comma grass, which will print the dictionary after it was popped. As you can see, this is our dictionary before it was popped. Uh, Executor is still there. I mean, not executor. Chest pin is still there, but after chest pin is gone because it's been popped, and we can keep on popping every single item until it's gone, and eventually after that it will come up an error because there is nothing left. It'll basically be deleting the whole entire dictionary. But yeah, that is how to pop a dictionary. Now let's look at our second to last code, which is a set. However, I don't have too much information on the set, but it's kind of similar to data, not a data, a list and a tuple, not completely similar to how do you call it, a dictionary, because it doesn't have a definition. It only has the name or the item. So let's look at it. This is how to create a set. So what we need is we need a name equals to set parentheses, and inside the parentheses we need brackets. It's really confusing, but it's how to create a set. So this is to declare an empty set right here. Electric equals to set, and now we have parentheses, and inside the parentheses we have a bracket. And whatever we put inside the bracket, integers, lists, dictionaries. Can you do? Yeah, you can put dictionaries. Another set, I think, and integers, strings, etc., and separated by a comma, then that's inside of the set. So right now I'm going to be using these three for our electric type set: Jolteon, Zapdos, and Galvantula. Galvantula is a pretty good Pokemon in Pokemon Go. It was my first 1000 CP Pokemon, I'm pretty sure. Galvantula. Okay. Um, it's a pretty good Pokemon overall. It has I have one with like the best how do you call it? The best skill set, and it's pretty tanky, and it does a lot of damage. So yeah. Oh, this is a shiny. I never had a shiny. I only had a normal one. But anyways, let's go back to coding. So this is just how to create a set, and if we were to print that, it prints it sort of like a dictionary with the curly brackets, but it doesn't have the definition, and it prints out the whole thing. I'm pretty sure we can slice it too, so if we want only Galvantula. Oh, no, it is not sliceable. So this was an experiment, but sets are not sliceable, which means you can't get only a part of them. Instead, you gotta print out the whole thing. But yeah, now let's look at how to update a set just like we updated our dictionary. So electric equals to set Jolteon, Zapdos, Galvantula. Basically, we're creating a set called electric, and we're gonna print out electric or the set before it was updated, and then we're gonna update our set by using the command set name or electric dot add, and then whatever we want to add to the end of our set, which is Magnemite, which is another electric Pokemon. It's pretty OG. I'm pretty sure it came in the early generations. Magnemite. Magnemite. I'm sorry, I just need to look it up. Magnemite generation. Generation. Okay. Introduced in Generation 1. Yeah, I knew it was an OG. So Magnemite was been there for a really long time. But yeah, once we added Magnemite in, we should have Magnemite at the end, and we will print out Electric after it has been added, after Magnemite has been added. So now let's look at it. As you can see, Magnemite was added to number 2. That is very interesting. It's been added to the middle. I am not sure why, but it's been added there. If I look at it from alphabetical order, it doesn't really work because the Z is Zapdos and it should be behind. But let's look at a little detailed if we want. Dot add parentheses like so. Why did I how was that even possible? But alright, let's look at this. Okay, dot add orange, right? So does it add it to the end? Oh no, this is with list. I need to do it with set. Sets. Python. set dot this add set okay, geeks for geeks. hmm Over here. So, but they're using a wait, no, that is a set. So this is a set. Add s print. Okay, let's run this. I don't think anybody's having. Oops, sorry. I don't think anybody's having the. Sorry, I don't think anybody's having the same issues that I am for some reason. I don't know why my Magnemite is going into the middle, but anyways, that wraps up today's lesson, and I hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one. Bye.